Hi, I am Sam Yogi. In the last podcast, we completed the talk that J. Krishnamurti gave in Alpino, Italy on July 9, 1933. The talk was followed by a question and answer session in which three questions were asked. In today's podcast, we will go through the first question halfway through because it's a long answer that Krishnamurti gave. We will stop at the middle of the answer, and in tomorrow's podcast, we will complete the answer. So I will read the question and then I will read out the answer that Krishnamurti gave without discussing anything because it seems self explanatory. Question for Jiddu Krishnamurti. Meditation and the discipline of mind have greatly helped me in life. Now, by listening to your teaching, I am greatly confused because it discards all self discipline. Has meditation likewise no meaning to you, or have you a new way of meditation to offer us? J. Krishnamurti. As I have already explained, where there is choice, there must be conflict because choice is based on want. Where there is want, there is no discernment, and therefore your choice merely creates a further obstacle. When you suffer, you want happiness, comfort, you want to escape from suffering. But since want prevents discernment, you blindly accept any idea, any belief that you think will give you relief from conflict. You may think that you reason in making your choice, but you do not. In this way, you have set up ideas which you call noble, worthy, admirable, and you force your mind to conform to those ideas, or you concentrate on a particular picture or image, and thereby you create a division in your action. You try to control your action through meditation, through choice. If you do not understand what I am saying, please interrupt me so that we can discuss it. As I have said, when you experience sorrow, you immediately begin to search for the opposite. You want to be comforted, and in your search, you accept any comfort, any palliative that will give you momentary satisfaction. You may think that you reason before you accept such comfort, such relief, but in reality, you accept it blindly, without reason. For where there is want, there cannot be true discernment. Now, meditation for most people is based on the idea of choice. In India, this idea is carried to its extreme. There, the man who can sit still for a long period of time, dwelling continuously on one idea, is considered spiritual. But actually, what has he done? He has discarded all ideas except the one that he has deliberately chosen, and his choice gives him satisfaction. He has trained his mind to concentrate on this one idea, this one picture. He controls and thereby limits his mind and hopes to overcome conflict. Now, to me, this idea of meditation, of course, I have not described it in detail, is utterly absurd. It is not really meditation. It is a clever escape from conflict, an intellectual feat that has nothing whatsoever to do with true living. You have trained your mind to conform to a certain rule according to which you hope to meet life. But you will never meet life as long as you are held in a mold. Life will pass you by because you have already limited your mind by your own choice. Why do you feel that you must meditate? Do you mean by meditation concentration? If you are really interested, then you do not struggle. Force yourself to concentrate. Only when you are not interested do you have to force yourself brutally and violently. But in forcing yourself, you destroy your mind, and then your mind is no longer free, nor is your emotion. Both are crippled. I say that there is a joy, a peace in meditation without effort, and that can come only when your mind is freed from all choice. When your mind is no longer creating a division. We have tried to train the mind and heart to follow a tradition, a way of life. But through such training, we have not understood. We have merely created opposites. Now, I am not saying that action must be impetuous, chaotic. What I say is that when the mind is caught up in division, that division will continue to exist, even though you strive to suppress it by means of consistency to a principle, even though you try to dominate and overcome it by establishing an ideal. What you call the spiritual life is a continual effort, a ceaseless striving by which the mind tries to cling to one idea, one image. It is a life, therefore, which is not full, complete.